Hello and welcome back to another speed build with Frimlin. And this time I'm looking at the new fitness stuff pack that came out just very recently. And one way to do that would be to build a gym, and that's what I'm doing now. So what do I think about this stuff pack? I think the stuff pack has some really nice looking items in it. I think the more interactive items, like the rock wall climbing wall and the earbuds and the workout videos. I think they're optional extras for your game. Of all three, the one I like the most probably is the workout videos. I don't know why, but just appeals to me a little bit more. The earbuds, I think they're kind of cool, and I initially thought I'd like them a lot more, but already in the game I've had a few situations where I've lined up some interactions and somehow earbuds get caught up in the queue, and my Sims end up standing there listening rather than continuing on and doing stuff. And considering that doing multiple tasks at the same time was a big deal for Sims 4 when it first came out, I would have expected a lot more simultaneous actions going on than it appears there is. So maybe my expectations need to be lowered. I'm not sure. But yeah, the earbuds, they're a little annoying at the moment for me, but maybe I just haven't figured them out properly. And yeah, the rock climbing wall, or whatever it's called, it fits with the game because when the game first came out, there was a lot of these items like the microscope and the observatory and stuff like that that are very big and, dare I say, garish. They are bigger than I would expect them to be from previous Sims games, and they're more kind of showy. And so in that kind of theme, it really fits that this rock wall climbing wall thingy has come out because it's very similar to that. Kind of comical and not so realistic. And, that's cool that it matches the theme, but it's not really something that I like. I'm not a big fan of these big, bulky items. I would have preferred, for example, a small telescope rather than massive telescope that we got. So, I'm not a big fan of the rock wall climbing wall thingy. And I think that's pretty obvious. But I'm not sure what I would have preferred seeing instead. I guess I would have preferred to see the animation time spent somewhere else. Because it looks like an animation intensive item. And so I'm sure there's other stuff that animation time could have been used for. But if you like the big garish objects, and if you're a real rock climbing fan, then this is the pack for you. Like I think I said, it's provided a few modern items that I quite like for building, but probably it would have been a pack I could have skipped. I don't think it's brought anything in particular that I'm, so very much into that I felt that kind of feeling of yes, good use of my money. There's no insult to the creators. I think they've done very well with it, and like I said, there's parts of it I like, and the style of it in particular. But yeah, I mean the stuff packs I think are supposed to be more like the Sims 3 store items that you can pick and choose what you want. I think The reality of the Sims 3 store, though, for me at least, was that there was already quite a big selection of stuff on there that I did have the ability to just say, okay, I'm leaving this, but I'm going to get this instead. And I focused on the things I really liked. But that hasn't happened in Sims 4, and I'm a bit confused as to why. It just seems like there isn't the same amount of development resources as there was for Sims 3. Otherwise, there would be a much larger selection of stuff packs, I reckon. And I would have loved to have been in that position where, where there was stuff packs that I could actually skip because there was such a large amount of them. And I know that there are people in the community that think there are already too many stuff packs. I've heard this comment, but I prefer more choice. And so, I think it's a shame that we don't have that in Sims 4. And because of that, when a stuff pack does come out, they're rare enough that I tend to think, oh, why not? I'll just buy it. So I'm not feeling, because of the price, I'm not feeling like particularly hurt that I didn't like the pack as much as I thought I would. And I am sure that I'm going to use these items in my building. So no problem there. It's just, it doesn't give me the big glowy feeling of a pack that I really love. Like, for example, the recent Parenthood, which, admittedly is a game pack, so it's a lot bigger. But yeah, anyway, just thought I'd get that out. But yeah, decided to make a little gym, and most of the items in there are either, well, all of the items, apart from 2, are from the fitness stuff pack and the base game. And the 2 items that aren't from that pack, or the base game, are the basketball hoop and the basketball court. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do when I share the gym on the gallery. I might take those 2 items out so that I don't pollute it with city living items and just keep it a pure fitness pack base game build. But we'll see, because I'm aware people can also just place it, and if they don't have city living, those things won't place, but everything else would be perfectly fine. Did kind of think about making 2 versions available, one with the city living stuff and one without, but probably I'll just put it in as is, and if you don't have the packs, you can still place it, and there'll just be a gap on the roof where the basketball area was. So yeah, I like these items. I think they have a nice style. I particularly like these lights. I'm a big fan of lights in general in the game. Love the windows and doors. Generally quite a big fan of new windows and doors. There's a wall texture that I actually haven't placed at this point in the video. You'll see it in the screenshots though. But yeah, the new wall texture that came with the pack is cool. I think there's a new toilet item, and I think probably there's enough toilet items in the game as it is without making a new one. So that's one I would have skipped personally. I haven't looked through all the different color versions of the rug, but I'm going to look forward to doing that. And yeah, like I said, you can't see it here because I haven't added it yet. I didn't realize it was there, but there's a new wall texture, and I haven't actually looked at all the different color variants of that yet. But it looks good because I tend to like wall textures that are wooden. So that's going to be good for building. And I like these seats, two-person seats, or sofas, as you might call them. And there's some new chairs, which, I don't know, it seemed a bit weird having chairs with a fitness stuff pack. And it takes me till after the end of the video before I finally add them in outside. And there's a new table as well, dining table, to match. I mean, they look good, so I'm glad to have them. But I don't know if they massively fit the pack. But yeah, there's like a new coffee table and little kind of corner table or bedside table, which is quite nice. And just above the front door and down the sides of the building, you can see these little double mirrors. I'm just placing some now. I didn't know they were mirrors at first. I thought they were kind of like windows, and I looked into them and I got mightily confused. I thought somehow that it was looking through the whole house. Then I realized it was a mirror and it was looking back at what's behind me. But anyhow, yeah, I think they're quite cool, very modern looking, and I'm sure I'll use them. So screenshots are just on their way in a few seconds, but just to sum up, I like the pack. I'm glad I got it, but I could have skipped it. So that's what I think. And I hope you like this gym. It's on the gallery now, and it's pretty simple, but it seems to do the trick. So good for some place in your world. Screenshot time. Love those windows. Really like the furniture that came in this pack. Love those lights and those chairs and tables. Here it goes from the outside. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll like the gym in your world. And see you next time for my next video. Bye bye!